guys, Mega Phoenix here. Another Mega Show. This is the Raw review for January 31st, 2011. This Raw, it's pretty good and going to the road to WrestleMania. The first stop their next stop before WrestleMania is the Elimination Chamber, which is on February 20th, but that's only 3 weeks from then. But until then, let's start the show right with Alberto Del Rio showing up on Raw, celebrating his Royal Rumble win. He had the mariachi band, he had the balloons and all that stuff, but all of a sudden here comes Edge, interrupting his celebration, and not before that, The Miz comes out. Well, both champions are in the ring. Alberto Del Rio was going to decide then and now, and he was going to choose the World Heavyweight Champion, Edge, to face him at WrestleMania. So Edge knows that his world title is going to be on the line at WrestleMania, and then Edge hits him with the microphone. Miz ducks and dodge. Then Alberto Del Rio hits Edge in the arm with the guitar and hits the cross arm breaker. And then Edge was tapping, of course. So we'll leave it at that. Now, the next thing, now off to the matches. The WWE Tag Team Championships were on the line as Santino Vladimir Kozlov faced the new Nexus members Michael McGillicuddy and Husky Harris. And you know I am a Nexus fan. And you know I was rooting for the new Nexus to recapture the WWE Tag Team Championships, but unfortunately they fell victim to the Cobra. I ain't mad at Santino. They fell to the Cobra. Santino and Vladimir, which are the WWE Tag Team Champions. They're a pretty good team. Well, I thought that was all invited in, but here comes Randy Orton beating down on McGillicuddy and Harris. Well, Orton delivers an RKO to McGillicuddy, then another one to Harris. And all you can see that's only in the ring is Orton and Harris. And then Orton was setting up to do the punt. I'm like, oh, fuck me. But here comes the remainder of the new Nexus. CM Punk makes Ryan Dale Tunga. Punk bit, telling him not to do it. Don't go down the road that he's going to do. Orton was having second thoughts. Smiled at Punk. Goes back to the position. Punts Husky Harris. Really? You know what? I was upset because I was upset last night when I saw it, but you know what? It's Vince Orton. You knew it was coming anyway, so I'm not mad at Orton. I respect Orton. The one person I do not respect is John Cena. Mr. Chad name 1988. I don't respect Cena. Chad's name 1988. You was Nexus, now you're against Nexus. Now I see it. Okay. Anyway, that was that. The next one I want to talk about is the U.S. champion Daniel Bryan going against Tyson Kidd. Pretty much decent. And then Bryan hits the bell lock, taps out. Of course, Gail Kim was at ringside supporting Gail's boyfriend, that's Daniel Bryan. And the Bella Twins were at ringside doing commentary. Match is over. Here comes the Bella Twins. And I think they were starting their stuff again. So and then all of a sudden, the Gail Kim and the Bella started fighting again, like cat fight. And only Joey Styles was right there saying cat fight, and I'm not going to say it. Forget that. The next match was Upway Z. The champion versus champion match. the SmackDown's World Heavyweight Champion Edge goes against WWE's Raw Miz. Now, the general manager had to say there must be a winner in this match, and there definitely was. Of course, Edge has a disadvantage because his arm was being in the cross-arm arm breaker by Alberto Del Rio, so he's at a disadvantage. So Miz is probably gonna capitalize on that. He was gonna finish him off until we heard Cena's voice. I thought he was gonna come to the stage, but he was up in the press box. No, not the press box, the VIP. The press box, the sweet box. Jamming away. Miz got distracted. Boom. Spear. 1, 2, 3. Oh, really? Really, Cena? You can't be a man and just come down there and interfere. You have to go from all the way up there in the arena? Really? God! What kind of role model are you? Really? Anyway, moving on with a Divas Tag Team match. Late Cool, Michelle McCool, and Layla going against Natalya and the new Divas Champion, Eve. Late Cool had their issues last night Sunday night at the Royal Rumble. They had to face each other. Well, they worked it out, and then they were working good as a tag team. The ending, I thought Eve was going to take him out, but Late Cool, they always got to find a way to win. Michelle McCool kicks her in the head. Layla sets her up. She flips her and just drops her down. That's her new finisher. I forgot what it's called, but I'll definitely get back to you on that one. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Late Cool wins. Better, stronger than ever. Yada yada yada. Yeah. All right. The next match was. It was supposed to be a tag team match. Mark Henry and the returning Great Khali that he made his return to WWE at the Royal Rumble. They were going against the Usos. All of a sudden, not the young general manager, another general manager chimes in. I love the general manager now. The general manager knew that the Usos was not going to win. So the general manager decided to have a dance off. The Usos went first. Yeah, they were definitely good. Mark Henry and the Great Khali. Wow. I think it was funny dances before, but Mark Henry and Great Khali takes the cake. So that happens. Then the Usos attack them. Bad mistake. Boom, Punjabi punch. Boom, world's strongest slam. Sorry, that's my friend's dog barking and all that stuff. So that was that. The next match I want to talk about is well. Before the main event, the general manager decides to have a first ever Royal Rumble match, which involves 7 superstars. 7. I don't know if I did it wrong or whatever. 7 superstars that include. John Morrison, R-Truth, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Second City Saint, King Sheamus, Jerry the King Lawler, and John Cena. No. Well, it was pretty good, but in the end, the winner of that Royal Rumble match gets a shot at the Miz at the Elimination Chamber, 1-on-1. The remainder 6 that got eliminated will be in the Elimination Chamber match at the pay-per-view to determine the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So, through all the dust, through all the settle, Jerry the King Lawler is the new number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. So that means that at Elimination Chamber, Jerry Lawler and The Miz will go 1-on-1 for the coveted WWE Championship. Now, for the 6 superstars that got eliminated, they'll be put in the Elimination Chamber match. Now, that match, the Elimination Chamber match, the Raw Elimination Chamber match, will determine the #1 contender for the WWE Champion, the #1 contender at WrestleMania. So, if somehow Jerry Lawler or Miz wins, if Jerry Lawler, whether it be Jerry Lawler or the Miz, whoever's the WWE Champion will face the winner of the Raw Elimination Chamber match at WrestleMania. So, the Raw WrestleMania Elimination Chamber members include King Sheamus, Randy Orton, R-Truth, John Morrison, CM Punk, and John Cena. Yes, you heard me, John Cena got eliminated. He's in there. Great. I don't like it, but oh well. But that's all the time I got left, guys. Tune in later on this week for I'm definitely going to do a SmackDown review. Please tune in, and later on this week I'll have it up on Saturday. Okay? See you guys later. Wow. That is not. Sorry. Ish.